Hello, this is ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com. Today, 19th of May 2014, we're going to be looking at the CFDs, looking at the indices, energies and metals using the ICHIMOKU system on the 1 hour chart. Before we start, please let's go through the disclaimer. Stop and read at your own leisure, as well as the hypothetical performance. Okay, fine, so let's go to the charts. Okay, the first thing we're going to be looking at is UK oil. As you can see, it's a 1 hour chart. Price is moving steadily higher. We've had a series of bullish and bearish Kumos, as you can see. We're going to put these were kind of markers for us for our twists, and as we can see, there was meant to be some sort of bearish kind of sentiment to occur around this area, which of course it didn't happen. However, now let's look at the other parameters. In fact, it's looking quite bullish to me. You can see the Shikao is way above its corresponding candle. The Kijun-san, which is the red line here, it is above the Kumo, and the Tenkan-sen, which is our trigger line, is also above the Kumo. Price is above all three. My concern is that this Kumo, which is the current Kumo, is showing a bearish sentiment, which could mean that price is going to come down. But you can see another twist here showing a bullish. So we can see price is going to come down, and we can expect price to probably push up. Probably around this twist things could change, but that's just giving us an eye-opener. Okay, fine, let's move to the US oil. US oil, here we go. We've got, where are we? Currently now we can see we put our lines for the twists for a bearish kind of move to go down, and actually see what did happen. You can actually see price did actually push down, way down here. You know, of course it went back up. Okay, in terms of the Shikao, which is the blue line, it is in the clouds, so that's not of any sign or importance to us. We just like marking our twists so we can actually see what could occur later on. Okay, fine, so everything else is in the cloud other than price. Price is above the Kumo. The current Kumo is bearish. That's right, and future Kumo is bullish. So not a lot we can do on that. Let's move now to natural gas. We can see natural gas. We had put in any kind of a pencil type of trade at this level of 4.49 with a stop loss at 4.69, and subsequently we brought up our stop loss down to be in the money at 4.44, and currently we would have been stopped out the trade probably at this candle, which is May the 15th at 3 o'clock. But we would have been in a profit, and let's just see how many points it would have been. Yeah, quite a significant short kind of opportunity. 50 points. That's right, about 50 points in profit, as opposed to being in the initial loss of 200 points. So yeah, we kind of stopped that. You know, would have come out that trade with a although stopped out, we would have been in a profit. So we can clear up, see what the current situation is. We've got a crossover which has just occurred actually in the Kumo, which is not one of the strongest signals, but the current Kumo is a bullish kind of sentiment. We can see the Senekau B is this is the top. This is Senekau A, sorry, is actually pointing upwards, and the Senekau B is the flatlining. So it could be an opportunity to take a long position here. So what we'll do, we'll put our little markers in there, and we'll put in like a buy. Actually, we'll hold back on that, because what's going to happen, I've just noticed that the Chicago, although all the parameters are quite good for us, the Chicago is below the candle. We want to be conservative about our trading approach rather than just based on a few things, and we need that Chicago to be above the candle. Yes, we could probably put a break on there. That may be, it may give time for future things, but currently now we can't see what could occur. If we put our entry around here at 4.459, there's a strong possibility that the Chicago is just going to bump into price. So we'll have to hold that for a while and just pay notice to it. You can put an alert here by all means, and we can see what will happen. What will the Chicago be at that particular time? Right, that's right. So we could put an alert in here, create an alert, and we just put OK. So we got an alert occurrence over here. Okay, fine. So now we move to copper. So copper. Yeah, so as you can see, we had put an entry previously down at 3.087 with initial stop at 3041, and subsequently moved our stop loss all the way up, and then exited the trade. And that was quite a good trade that we would have taken. So once again, we can actually see prices pushing back up. Everything is positive for us for this potential kind of instrument, and I'm more than comfortable to be able to take a trade on this level. So what we can do, we can put our stop at the bottom of the Kumo. Let's put it on the bid price. At the bottom there, we can take our entry. Of course, if we're going long, take the entry on the ask price, and we take it. Make that an entry. Okay. And I'll go through with you in a couple of minutes exactly why this trade is why we're looking at this trade, potential trade. Fine. So what our expectations is? Our expectations is price is just going to push up further. Although we got this bearish kind of Kumo occurrence over here, the next part of the Kumo, which is the future Kumo, this is current Kumo from here to here. This is the future Kumo, and this is also future Kumo. So the second part of the future Kumo is bullish. Although flatline is still bullish, but all the parameters are still good for us. Tenkan-sen, which is this trigger line, the yellow line, is above the cloud. The Kijun-san, which is the baseline, which is the red line, is above the Kumo. The Chicago is way above its current price bar, and it's heading into open territory, and it is in open territory. This is open territory, not a single chance that it's going to hit into any potential kind of price bar to lead it to consolidation. So I'll be interested to see what this would say on a different strategy like Elliott Wave. But for now, on the Ichimoku, I'm looking for a long position at 3.186 with the stop loss at 3.141, and we're looking at about 45 points stop loss, which is okay for us to take that trade. So we can actually take the trade, or we can put a marker, whatever we want to do. Let's just take that trade, put one lot, that's the key point, and we'll put a GTC, that means good to cancel, submit that order in. So that order is kicked in when it hits to that price bar and the price point, and we'll put our stop loss all the way down. I always recommend that you trade with stop losses. Okay, fine, let's move to the next instrument, which is gold, our favorite. And once again we want to have a look, see where do we stand. We can see the current Kumo is bearish. We've just come out some bullish kind of sentiment. Chicago is in the clouds, so that's not a good sign. The future Kumo is bearish, but you can see this is pointing upwards. This is the Senecao A. Yeah, Senecao A is pointing upwards, and which could give a twist opportunity to a currency over there, which could justify this kind of move up. But what I'm expecting is that maybe the Chicago will start going up, the price will start shooting up, and then it will come down again. But we can see a crossover of the Tenkan-sen above the Kijun-sen has occurred, and it's a weak signal usually if it's below the Kumo. It is a valid, but still we like to take the more conservative approaches to have a cross above the Kumo and the Kumo to be bullish. So we're not going to take that trade. We're going to stand on the sidelines for that. Next instrument is silver. Silver is of course following the same things about gold. Yep, that's right. As you can see, we had that twisted currents there, and see what happened to price. Price did actually come down. However, price currently now has gone into the Kumo, and once again it's looking, although the current Kumo and future Kumo are all bearish, you can see some sort of like twist occurrence to happen around here. But once again, Chicago is above the. It's caught between the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen, Tenkan-sen and Kijun-sen, and above the price. So not a lot we can do for that, but just sit and wait. Move to the next chart is the SPX 500 following the S&P 500, and we can see a Kumo break right now. That's quite significant to see. The price coming out the Kumo, the price coming out of the Kijun-san is breaking the Kijun-san. My only concerns are a couple of things. Is the Chicago is above the current price bars, and think we had put some sort of pencil trade in there, which we would have been kicked into that trade, and we put our stop loss way up there, and it subsequently brought the stop loss down. So that stop loss was 35 points, and then we've knocked it down to 30 points. But in reality now we would have knocked it to 17 points, which is a valid thing to be able to do. So let's just bring that in keeping in sync with what we're looking at, and just color that in red, make that a little bit bigger. Okay, fine. So really right now what we need to do, we need to see this Chicago below the corresponding price. We need to see this Tenkan-sen below also the Kumo for validation for this potential opportunity. But you can see how the current Kumo and the future Kumo are all bearish. You can see the Senecao A is actually pointing downwards, right? So there is a good possibility that this trade could come into fruition. We could actually put some sort of alert around here to see exactly what will happen to just put create an alert. Yeah, so we've got an alert occurrence over here to see what happens. There may be the potential for a trade to happen, to go short, and even probably down here, but we want to be ready for when it happens. Okay, let's move to the next chart. Was the UK 100. We put an entry at 68.97, which we weren't entered or triggered in, so we can take that off, because we can see currently right now what the occurrence is. We have these marks which we put in there to show the twists. Clear them up. Okay, fine. So what can we see? We can see the Chicago really shooting downwards, breaking into the Kumo, going to break out the Kumo through the other side. Price has also done the same thing, broken through the Kumo, and the Tenkan-sen and the Kijun-sen are also Tenkan-sen being the yellow line, that's the trigger line, that's come out the Kumo. Price is still holding to it as best as it could, and price is out the Kumo now. You can see some bearish sentiment to occurrence over here. You can see the twist which has happened there, and we really would like to see everything out the Kumo before any potential kind of opportunities to occur. But once again, what we're going to do, we're going to put an alert around here just to give us a heads up to see where everything will be when price breaks through this level. Okay, fine. Next instrument is the German 30 following the Dax. And you can see this is some strong move downs, and once again all the indices do follow each other. Okay, fine. So it's been a strong move down currently now, and that's probably based on some news events which has occurred, and that's 81 points already. It's quite significant. We're going to stand by the sidelines, as you know. We don't trade the news ever, because price will always revert back to its original point prior to the news. So we're not going to pay any attention accordingly. We're just going to look at our current TA. Currently the Chicago is pointing, although below the Kumo, but pointing upwards. The current Kumo is bullish. Price has broken through significantly the Kumo. So we're a period of series of candles since the 15th of May at 2 o'clock right till to now, and that's 1 day's 3 days, sorry, 1 day's candle, 1 day's as price has taken to break through. So the future Kumo is actually looking bearish, and that comes in play with what's occurrence over here. I would like to see this Chicago actually pointing downwards before me taking any short position. That's right. So we're once again on the sidelines right now for this particular occurrence, and also I would like to see the current Kumo being bearish. So we're not going to take any potential trades right now. We're just going to have to probably wait probably till about afternoon time. We'll see exactly what's the occurrence on this particular instrument. Let's look at the NAS 100. Prices in the Kumo. Chicago is in between the Kumo and the Tenkan-sen. It's kind of virtually in no man's land. It's going to have to break through either way. The current Kumo is bullish, but we can see a twist there of bearish, but that may just only be for a short time, because as you can see, it's going to twist down again. Price is currently in the Kumo. We're really unsure really which way we're going to go, so we'll just move on. US 30. Oh, this is looking bearish again, but still not any significant thoughts which way we could be. Currently everything is bearish. My only concern is this Chicago is above the current price bar. We want it to be below the price bar if we're going to take a short position. The current Kumo, future Kumo, and past Kumo have all been bearish, which is good sign. The price has broken through the has broken through the Kijun-san line, which could be an opportunity for a trade. Tenkan-sen is out the Kumo, just coming out the Kumo, but my key concern is that this Shikao is above the current price, and what will happen if we took a short position, we could see price just consolidate around. We want to be sure about what we're doing, and we want that Shikao to be below. So we're on the sidelines again. FRA 40, that's following the CAC 40 of France, and Shikao is pointing upwards, although below its corresponding candle. You can see this sharp move down. Everything is bearish to me, apart from the current Kumo, which is still bullish. And what we can do then, we can just remove this other line, and we can see how the future Kumo is looking very, very bearish down here. But my key concern is this Shikao is pointing upwards. Once we can see the Shikao pointing downwards, then we can take a short trade. And I like to see the price of the current Kumo in a bearish mode. So that is good for us. Okay, ITA 40 following the Italian indices. Oh, this looks very interesting to me. Look how this looks. You can see the Shikao here is pointing downwards. It's below its current price bar. You can see there's that twist, which we had marked previously. We can get rid of that now. What we'll do, we'll mark that's to that level. What we'll do, we'll paint that different color blue, so we know that's the level that we saw it to. So why are we not going to take this trade? Current Kumo is bearish, future Kumo is bearish and getting stronger. The price is below the Kijun-sen, price is below the Tenkan-sen. We have the variables net 200, 300, I'm pretty sure. Price is 65 points away from Tenkan-sen and 380. Yeah, but it's still valid. It's still a valid opportunity. In fact, what we can do, we can actually probably take a trade on the break of this, break of there. So let's just do that. Let's just put a short trade in, and we put a sell position at as a stop position, and we take it down to this. Oops. Yeah. And we put a GTC. We're in that trade when we hit that price point, and we put our stop loss up here. And let's now have a look at how many, just mark that off for you guys so you can see at home. So the stop loss is going to be 21415, and that is showing at a stop. Mark that off. And what we're going to do, we're going to take our stop loss down, our entry down here, and okay, fine. So entry at 19918, a stop loss of 21415. Price to break that price bar down, and we're going short. And we could even enter short right now. There's nothing wrong in it, but we want to get that momentum behind us so we can actually move with the actual price and helps push it down, just to verify and confirm. Okay, so we've taken that one potential trade with ITA 40. Next potential trade, let's have a look at it. The JPN 225 following the Japanese index. Nikki, yes, that's what we're doing. And you can see, if you notice, we had marked off this twist earlier, and price did come shooting down, right? And subsequently price has come down. Price went up, hit the Kumo, pierced the Kumo, and come down again, pushing through the Tenkan-sen and pushing through the Tenkan-sen line. And now we're currently in that bearish kind of mode. But my concern currently, why I'm not going to take any potential trade, although it's still bearish to me. I can see current Kumo, present Kumo, future Kumo, past Kumo have all been bearish up to this level here of May the 16th at 1 AM. But my concern is that this Shikao is pointing upwards, and it's actually in the candles. I actually want to see this price. This Shikao actually pointing downwards, or not even in the candle. So I'm just going to leave it for now. And also you can see the Senekau A is actually flatlining, as well as Senekau B flatlining. If these were both pointing down, that would be another signal. So we'll just have to move on. Let's move to the Aussie 200. Aussie 200s are our last instruments for right now, and look at that move. Doesn't that tell you something? That looks a very, very strong move down here, but let's look at it in our perspective of the Ichimoku trading system. The Shikao, the blue line here, is way below its corresponding candle, right? But pointing upwards. The price is just ripped away from the Tenkan-sen. The baseline Kijun-sen is still lost. It's lost somewhere within, right? So we just have to hold back for a while. Although it's so tempting to go short, we just cannot. Currently, see the current Kumo and future Kumo. Although bearish, it's still not a very strong cloud. And if you see the future cloud, it's also very, very, very thin. So easy for price just to push up through and push and break through. So although it looked very interesting for us on the initial sight, we're not going to take this trade. We're just going to hold back. Okay, fine. So thank you very much for your time. I'm ICR Tiger from thetradingtigers.com. Thank you. Bye bye.